CJ Flyer back with the fire, another YouTube video. In today's video, we have yet another NBA 2K24 My NBA Rebuild Restart Challenge, aka the Blow It Up Challenge, in which we take all 5 stars from an NBA team. We have to trade them away and win the NBA championship within that same season. So far, we've done it a handful of times. I'm not going to tell you how many times we've done it, but just know we've done it at least once, if not more times. And today we're doing the Sacramento Kings. So without further ado, we'll jump right into it. De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, of course, are the 2 big players here. We also have Malik Monk, Keegan Murray, and Harrison Barnes. So those are the players that we're going to be trading away here, the top 5 overalls on this team, and see what we can get. This roster, we've got Kevin Huerter coming off the bench. Let's go ahead and actually skip forward here 1 second. So we got Kevin Huerter coming off the bench. He is, he's starter quality, I would say. So if we end up having a hole in the shooting guard or small forward position, he could slide up there if our trades end up leading to that. We have Trey Lyles off the bench. We got JaVale McGee, NBA champion with that veteran experience off the bench. We got Davion Mitchell. We got Chris Duarte. We got some studs. We got some bench players. Kessler Edwards, he's had some good games in the past. So, I feel pretty confident in our lower rated guys. I don't know how well they're going to do in a 2K simulation, but at least the bench is looking pretty decent for whatever trades we end up making. So the only thing we really have to keep in mind is, I would say we've got a couple guys that could fill in either at the center or at like the shooting guard small forward type role if we end up trading for like multiple centers or multiple point guards and have to fill some holes in the starting lineup. So with that in mind, let's also go ahead and see what draft picks we have to trade. So in the last video with the Utah Jazz, we for the first time ever, we attempted to package players with draft picks, because why not take advantage of the fact that we have some draft picks here. We don't need them. This is a 1-year rebuild. We don't care. We're just trying to win the championship, and whatever else happens, happens. So let's go ahead, get back to the roster. If we package De'Aaron Fox in this first round pick, what kind of value can we get? Right here, we get Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris. I'm getting some first round picks back. I don't really care. I want like a superstar player here, okay? Honestly, let's just remove the pick. If we remove the pick, I bet a lot of these packages are going to be the same. Let me go back into the trade finder here. Let's see just Fox. See, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We got Keegan Murray here too. I don't want to give up Keegan Murray for that, but look right here. Good trade. Good trade here. I like this. Caruso would be good off the bench, that's for sure. We got Drew Holiday here and a first-round pick that could get flipped from the Boston Celtics. I don't like this deal. No. Well, actually, this one's okay. I don't know that we need the extra depth at center. But really, with our top guy, we need to make sure we're getting a top player in return, since we don't have a lot of top talent. Lauri Markkanen would not be bad. Jalen Brunson, that's I don't want to say it's a wash, but we get 2 guards of similar, I would put on a similar tier. So that's worth considering. A lot of these other ones, Michael Bridges is good. Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox or Jamal Murray straight up. I'd probably do that in real life. We got Miles Turner, CJ McCollum. I know we go for Jamal Murray a lot in these videos, but I'm probably leaning towards that right now. Just looking at some of these other packages. Malcolm Brogdon went off in the last simulation. I don't know where that came from. I'm not sure that's guaranteed to happen for us, so I don't necessarily want to trade for him. Yeah, okay. I think right now what we're going to do, we're just going to do the De'Aaron Fox for Jamal Murray straight up trade. Just right there. There you go. That's our first trade. Just no hesitation. That is what we're doing. Jamal Murray, welcome to the Sacramento Kings. Sabonis, what do you got for us? That's a really bad deal. Okay, some more bad deals. Not really liking. Ooh, Porzingis. I like Porzingis. You have to give up a first-round pick, but again, we don't really care about those picks a whole lot. Here we would get some depth at center, which would be nice. There's Jalen Brunson. That wouldn't really fit very well besides Jamal Murray, but nonetheless worth considering. Ben Simmons and Cam Thomas. We got Brandon Ingram straight up. It's not bad. Bogdanovich, Şengün, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, I don't have faith in Bradley Beal after some of our last rebuilds. I don't think he's NBA Finals material for a rebuilding team. Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels, that'd be pretty nice. And then there's Malcolm Brogdon again, Klay Thompson. Okay, all right, enough. I like Porzingis, okay? I know we're not exactly shooting for depth here, but I mean, let's just do it. Let's do it. We got Jamal Murray, Porzingis. So now we still have Malik Monk, Keegan Murray, and Harrison Barnes to trade away. Let's go back in. Malik Monk, what offers do you have for... Chris Middleton. Okay. I mean, yeah, we take a step down with the second player campaign, but I mean, it's a pretty good deal to get a slightly better player out of it. We got Derek White. What else? More depth at center. Taylor Horton Tucker, Mitchell Robinson, anything else? Come on. Cole Anthony, no thanks. Anything, come on. Jalen Duren, he's pretty good. He got most improved player in one of our previous rebuilds, so worth considering. And then we'd give up Kevin Huerter for Joe Harris. I don't really mind that at all. This we might shoot for this. What else is there? Şengün. I like Şengün. This would be huge actually. Okay, Rockets trade takes the cake right now. Let's see what else there is. Naz Reid would be nice, but not as good as that other trade. Okay, I think we're gonna do this one. I know I see Chris Middleton there, but this one's just too good to pass up. And I like Jae'Sean Tate off the bench. So, all right, there we go. Roster now: Jamal Murray, Porzingis, Şengün. We still have Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes to trade. So right now we got power forward, center, point guard. We need a shooting guard and a small forward, unless of course we keep Huerter, and then Huerter can fall into place into the starting lineup. So let's go in now, and we got to trade away. Whoops, sorry, Keegan Murray. There you go. What do we got? Alex Caruso would be a nice deal. Another center. I don't think we need that on the team. What else? Another center. No. Ooh, I like Nick Claxton, but at that point, we're just, I mean, in one of these rebuilds, the team had like 3 or 4 centers rated 80 overall or higher, so maybe we just do something stupid like that. Jalen Duren's popping up again. What else? Malik Monk, who we just traded away. Yusuf Nurkic, don't really care. I mean, there, Devin Vassell, that would work. And Trey Jones is the backup point guard. I mean, that could work out in our favor. I prefer that over the trade for another center, which was, Nick Claxton. I like Nick Claxton, though. That's what makes this difficult. So we already have Porzingis and we have Şengün, and then going for Claxton. So, oh man, I mean, it like from a building up your lineup standpoint, this obviously makes more sense. This is really difficult, man, because I don't know, I don't know what to say, man. I just really like Nick Claxton. But you know what? We're going to do the smart thing this time. We're going to go for the Devin Vassell trade. Let's go back to the roster now. And yeah, last player to trade away is Harrison Barnes. So we have a backup point guard now, which is pretty nice. All right, let's go back in, Trade Finder. And let's not forget, we have a draft pick we can still package, I think. Right off the bat, another center, man. Everyone's always trying to trade away their centers. No one wants to trade anyone else. Mitchell Robinson back in there again. Tim Hardaway Jr. And Derek Jones Jr. Trading 2 former Mavs for 2 current Mavs players. Dorian Finney-Smith, we already know I like him. Obi Toppin, we haven't tried trading for him yet. Daniel Tice, at the time that this gets uploaded, he might not even be he might be a Los Angeles Clipper at that point. I know I've seen the reports on that. And Mike Conley, we don't really have a need for him. Same with Tyus Jones. So yeah, not a whole lot of good deals available, I would say. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards the Tim Hardaway Jr. one or the Dorian Finney-Smith. Maybe this Obi Top, but I don't want to get rid of Jae'Sean Tate. I don't want to get rid of him. I think he can be valuable for us. Let's go ahead and let's try packaging Harrison Barnes with a draft pick. Okay, I don't think we can. Yeah, okay. Well, we're kind of in a sticky situation. We can't exactly trade any of these draft picks. Whoopsies. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Unprotected. We're just adding all the unprotected seconds that we can. Can I not add more? I guess I can only add three items per trade finder thing. Okay, Kenyon Martin Jr. and Marcus Morris. That's not too bad. Isaac Okoro. We got Norman Powell. We got Luke Kennard. Okay, well, some of these are pretty similar, if not the same, and then some of these are a little bit better. Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson could come off the bench. We'd have Kevin Huerter go into the starting role. We got Tim Hardaway. I mean, this is like this almost the same trade. It's just we're throwing in 2 second-round picks for fun, I guess. No, 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 no. I mean, I like Victor Oladipo, but no. Trey Mann, Chris Murray. We get Keegan Murray's brother on the team, and then Matisse Thybulle. That would actually be okay. I would say I don't know how much Chris Murray is going to progress in one season, but Matisse Thybulle with that defense. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards this one. I don't think Marcus Morris works very well from a chemistry standpoint in real life, but this is 2K and we've got chemistry morale turned off because I don't, trading all the starters is obviously going to result in some goofy morale simulations. So we've always had that off for this challenge at least. Yeah, Isaac Okoro's nice too, but let's do. Hold on 1 second before I commit to that. I just want to check one last time what the other offers were if we went ahead and looked at just Harrison Barnes and not other players. So yeah, there's that again. Man, I don't know, because what the other one was, instead of Dorian Finney-Smith, it was Marcus Morris and Kenyon Martin Jr. I might just go with the Dorian Finney-Smith one again. Oh, but man. Okay, I'm taking too much time on this one. Let's just pull the trigger. We're just yeah, there you go. That's what we're doing. We're done. We did the trade. All good. Jamal Murray, Devin Vassell, Jay Sean Tate, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Şengün, and we have Porzingis off the bench. Do we want to slide? I guess technically Dorian Finney-Smith, I think he could slide in at small forward, and then we could get Şengün staying at center, Porzingis to power forward. But at the same time, Porzingis and Trey Jones off the bench, leading the bench unit, would be really amazing. So I'm gonna let 2K do its thing. We're just gonna see how this plays out. I think Porzingis will probably get 6th man of the year, which is totally fine by me. So yeah, that's the roster. That's what we got: Jamal Murray, Porzingis, Şengün, Devin Vassell, Dorian Finney-Smith. I think it's a pretty good return. Oh yeah, don't forget about Trey Jones. Trey Jones, he can ball. And Jay Sean Tate. All right, we'll go ahead now. We'll simulate the regular season, see what happens. Okay, LeBron James, the oldest player in the league, winning MVP with 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, and a block. You already know who's winning Rookie of the Year. We got Chris Paul, 6th man of the year. That's been happening a lot. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, that's been happening a lot in these simulations too. Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks, the most improved player. Devin Booker, Clutch Player of the Year. Darvin Ham and the Lakers finishing #1 in the West. And then also as Executive of the Year. So let's go ahead now. Did any of the Sacramento Kings make any of these All-NBA teams? Well, it looks like De'Aaron Fox, who's now on the Denver Nuggets, did make the All-NBA second team. And then outside of that, it does not look like anyone made the All-NBA teams. And then go over to the defensive teams, kind of the same deal. Nothing going on there. Rookie teams, there we go. We have someone on the All-Rookie second team. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's from Bulgaria. His name's Sasha, first name Sasha. He got 5 points per game, 2 rebounds. Good for him. Good for him. I'm glad we got someone on the awards table. And oh my goodness, we didn't make the playoffs. We are in the play-in as the 7 seed. So just a little recap. We started the season like in the first month or two as like the top team in the West. And then I don't know what happened, but we started losing a ton of games. I imagine there must have been some kind of injury bug or something. So just to take a look, and actually, I'm not seeing an injury bug, so not sure why we started losing a lot of games, but we did. So unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Going back to the standings here and looking, the defending champ Denver Nuggets also struggling a bit and finishing with the 8th seed. Mavericks missed the play-in. Minnesota Timberwolves missed the play-in. So I guess a couple surprises there. Over in the East, I would say not too many surprises at all, other than the Bucks finishing so low. But you know, they'll find a way to make the playoff and probably make the finals, because that's what the Bucks and Celtics seem to do in these rebuild videos sometimes. So, all right, nonetheless, we'll go ahead now. We'll look at some of the stats. Going over to our team first, Jamal Murray is the leading scorer of this team, 24 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and really good shooting. Porzingis, who came off the bench for most of the season, he did start for 25 of those games. He got 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, a block, and also with pretty decent field goal percentage as well. Devin Vassell, great going for him, being the 3rd leading scorer on this Kings team, which is, I'd say, a fairly, I don't know if stack's the right word, but there's definitely some other players that can score on this roster, so good look from him. And Şengün getting all kinds of stats, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, a block. I mean, he's just doing it all. His 3-point percentage was, you know, it left for much to be desired, but nonetheless, there you go. Looks like Jae'Sean Tate is out with a broken ankle for 1 to 2 weeks. Hopefully back in time for the playoffs, assuming we make the playoffs. And then we got Trey Jones, we got Trey Lyles, JaVale McGee, Dorian Finney-Smith. So there you go. And then if we go ahead and look at how players that we traded away fared, De'Aaron Fox led the Nuggets in scoring with 24 points per game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Looking really good. And his field goal percentage was nice as well. Pretty similar scoring to the past couple seasons, but by far the best percentages he's had in his career, that's for sure. All right, so I had to do some digging. It turns out Harrison Barnes got traded a second time. After we traded him to Brooklyn, he got flipped to the Thunder for Davis Bertans and a 2nd-round pick. I'm not sure what the Brooklyn Nets saw in that trade, but that's where he ended up, because I was looking all over for him on the Nets roster. I could not find him, so let's go over to the Thunder roster now, and there's Harrison Barnes, averaging 11.5 points per game. Man, he had it rough. Good percentages, but yeah, he's taking a dip in the scoring. Not a good look for him. And then minutes per game also took a dip. Very unfortunate. Looks like he's starting to decline maybe. At 31 years old, it seems a little bit young to do that, but nonetheless, not what you want to see. So unfortunate for Harrison Barnes. Over on the Rockets, we have Malik Monk here. And if we go ahead and sort by scoring, you can see he's the 2nd leading scorer on this team right behind Jalen Green. So good looking out for him. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Over on the Spurs, Kevin Huerter, he wasn't a starter, but we did trade him away. He averaged 12 points per game with them, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And then for his 3-point percentage, 37%. And then also Keegan Murray with 36% from 3. And he was getting 10 points per game. So it looks like Kevin Huerter went to the Spurs, became a starter. Keegan Murray, no longer a starter. So that's how that fared for them. And then last, but of course not least, Domantas Sabonis on the Celtics in exchange for Porzingis. And he was the 4th leading scorer on that team, 13.6 points per game, 11.6 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, he got as close to a triple-double as a lot of guys will get. So great stats from him compared to his previous years. It is pretty similar, other than his scoring did take a dip, but a large part of that is he's no longer like the number 1 or number 2 option, you know, being behind Tatum and Brown on this team. So kind of makes sense. But yeah, nonetheless, huge contribution from him, and he started all the games he played in. And then if we go back to the standings, I believe the Celtics were towards the top in the East. Yes, they sort of towards the top. They're the 4th seed, so they do make the playoffs. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to simulate this game in SimCast. If we lose this game, we still have one more shot, so not all hope is lost. But going up against the defending champs, who, you know, we exchanged point guards, Jamal Murray for De'Aaron Fox, and it looks like the Nuggets might pull away with this one, and they do by 11 points, 108 to 97. go ahead and look at the box score really quickly here. Jamal Murray on the Kings trying to get revenge on the Nuggets for him getting traded after winning a championship with them. Not working out. And then over, of course, on the Nuggets, I mean, Nikola Jokic just dominating. So it is what it is. And let's go ahead now, see who comes out of this other game here. And it looks like we're going up against Portland. And Portland, do they have the same roster? It looks like they have a lot of the same players, so they must not have made a whole lot of trades here. Let's go ahead and start simulating that in the Simcast. See what happens. Hopefully we can make it to the playoffs. Oh my goodness, not a good start. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to look at this. Can we skip? Can we skip to the end? I mean, this is hideous. It just keeps getting worse. Oh my goodness, losing by 38 points. No comment. No comment at all. Do we even want to look at this box score? Jamal Murray had 32 points. The rest of the team, not so great. And oh my goodness. Well, when that's happening, yeah, I mean, you're not going to win. Okay, let's just simulate the playoffs now. That was pretty sad. And the Trailblazers go ahead to get swept by the Lakers in the first round. The Clippers making it to the finals from the West. James Harden getting the Western Conference Finals MVP. And then over in the East, the Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are back once again, hoping to finish things off this time and win. And then sure enough, they do. Winning it in 5, Jimmy Butler, the Finals MVP with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 2.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. That'll do it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below. Should we have done some trades differently? Maybe we need to stop going for Jamal Murray. I mean, he's done good for us in the past, and he's also done bad for us in the past. So he seems like a wild card at this point. Were there some other trades we should have targeted? Let us know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more NBA 2K24 My NBA Rebuild videos, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.